Filling the new donor funnel with Online Search 101. Online search traffic comes when people enter a question or phrase in a search engine like Google, Yahoo, or Bing, and then click on a link that takes them to a particular web page. It may be a home page, an event or campaign page, or even a YouTube video. Google is dominant with about 65% of all online searches. Microsoft Bing commands about 20% of all searches, while Yahoo directs about 12%. Billions of searches are happening every day and trillions each year. And online search is growing fast. More searches now happen on mobile phones than on the desktop computer. People are searching for everything wherever they are. In a real way, online searchers are raising their hands and saying, "I'm interested." Whatever your nonprofit is doing, it's virtually guaranteed that many people are searching the internet right now for information on the issues, programs, and services your nonprofit provides. Today, the search engines have incredible insights. They don't just have information to present to the searcher, they know a tremendous amount about each online searcher. They use this information to provide links to websites that are the most relevant for the searcher. Today, search engines have become skilled matchmakers. For the nonprofit sector, this means that search engines are very good at connecting your organization with interested people who could become supporters. There are two types of search traffic. Organic search happens when someone clicks on a displayed link, but no one is charged for the connection. That's the service that the search engines provide, connecting searcher with a great answer. In Google, you'll find the organic listing on the left-hand side of the page. And there is paid search traffic. That happens when an organization or business pays the search engine for placement. In Google, you'll find the paid traffic on top of the search page and down the right-hand side. Over 85% of all search clicks are organic, but those clicks go mostly to the top listings. In fact, over 30% of all clicks go to the number one listing on the first search page. About 15% goes to the second, and it falls off quickly from there. Over 90% of organic traffic comes from links of the first page of search results. Getting to the first page organically, especially around interests, is very hard to do, especially for small to mid-sized organizations. The search engines figured out that there is a very big market for people prepared to pay to get on the first page. It is big business. It's what really drives Google revenues and growth. Businesses are spending many billions of dollars per year on search. It's what made Google the second most valuable company in the world only 15 years after its founding. You might be thinking that for now, you will just focus on getting free organic search and leave the paid search for another day, maybe when you have more outreach funds to spend. Think again. Getting ranked on top of the first page of an organic search takes work and time. But your nonprofit needs more resources today. You want to start bringing potential donors into your engagement funnel as soon as possible. Paid search advertising can help get things started. So here's some really good news. Google has created a grants program that fuels nonprofit success with paid search. A Google grant is an in-kind credit for paid online advertising. It's worth up to $10,000 per month or $120,000 per year. And the grant is evergreen, automatically renewing so long as you are actively working to attract donors, volunteers, clients, or advocates searching in Google. And unlike other more competitive grants, the Google AdWords grant is usually easy for a nonprofit to get. Google grants are available to nonprofits around the world and based on different standards for charitable organizations by country. In the United States, the organization must have a 501c3 tax status. There are two other key eligibility standards. The organization must have a functioning website with substantial content. Most nonprofit websites more than meet this standard. The organization also must have a Google AdWords account. AdWords is Google's paid version for search advertising, but the account is free. Completing the applications is as easy as following a step-by-step process that only takes a few hours to complete. You can start the process on the Google for Nonprofits webpage. After the online application is submitted, it usually will only be a matter of a few days to get an answer. If you meet the basic eligibility standards, it's likely that you'll get the grant. Congratulations! Now it's time to decide how you will set up and manage the grant. You have a few options to get started. You can become an AdWords search marketing expert. While it's easy to get started, getting success requires specific expertise, so this solution should be reserved for organizations that will be able to dedicate staff resources to utilizing the grant. You can also hire an expert. This can be smart, but before you do, make sure that you have a clear objective that goes beyond simply bringing searchers into your online community. Your objectives should seek to move these visitors to take some action to support the mission. An expert then should be held accountable for helping your organization achieve that objective. Likely your best option is the third alternative, which is to use AdWords Express. AdWords Express is a highly automated approach created by Google for small to mid-sized organizations. It won't quite do everything for you, but it's fast, free, and a great place to get started. You can find a link to a short tutorial on using AdWords Express in the class worksheet. A Google grant can be used for more than just attracting new potential donors. The grant can be a great way to reach out to clients and customers seeking to find a service or a program like the ones your nonprofit offers. Google Grants also offers your nonprofit the opportunity to be out front on pressing issues of the day. When an issue relevant to your nonprofit hits the news, you can use a Google grant to bring in new people searching around that subject. And search isn't only individuals who may become supporters. It's also a key tool for journalists looking for organizations to interview on the issues. When you learn the techniques that make Google Grants work, you will also have a firmer foundation for understanding how to build your organic traffic. Many factors affect whether your online site is getting a fair share of organic search traffic. Experts use search engine optimization, or SEO, strategies to get web pages on the top of search results. Many different initiatives are brought together to get Google and the other search engines to recognize that one of your web pages is just right to address the interests and questions of online searchers. SEO is constantly evolving as the search engines find ways to improve their matchmaking skills. If your nonprofit has a website, it's likely already getting at least some organic traffic. The older and more established your organization's website, the more organic traffic it's probably getting. While we aren't going to cover ways to improve that organic traffic right now, it's important to make the most out of those visitors. They are likely arriving onto your organization's website and then leaving, often being lost forever. But there are two easy ways to pour that organic traffic into your engagement funnel. People arriving on your homepage can be automatically sent to a specific page related to a no-cost action item or another type of campaign like a donation appeal. This is called a redirect. Here's an example. Let's say that you're running a campaign that is especially important to your mission or your organization. It could be an annual campaign, a Day of Giving campaign, or an event. The good news is a redirect is pretty easy to implement, and at the end of the campaign, the redirect can be removed. If you have a WordPress site, you can use a simple plugin easily installed. If not, just ask your web developer, and they will be able to insert the redirect quickly. Pop-ups work a bit differently. With a pop-up, people are given the opportunity to take action. This can happen directly on the page when a smaller window automatically opens up before the searcher has time to leave the page, like sign a petition in support of change. It also can ask these online searchers if they'd like to be taken to a landing page with important information about making the world a better place. The key is to make sure you're taking advantage of the organic traffic you're already getting.